Come in, Team November, Ranger HQ here. A squad of BAMFs rolled up to Ranger HQ, rough mercenary types. Their leader goes by Gary Wolf, claims to be an ex-Ranger. Says he has news for you about your old enemy. Seems like the cutthroat take-no-prisoner type. Over. Badass motherfuckers. That's a negative. Some hurt feelings and broken pottery maybe, but they appear to be friendlies. No idea. Your guess is as good as mine. We'll be here. Over and out.
Welcome to the right side of the tracks.
Do you have permission to be here? Who are you people? Mercenaries?
I wish they'd get a younger preacher to come and give sermons.
You just want eye candy.
Guilty.
Mrs. Putnam is still looking for her cat. Small tabby, very affectionate, answers to the name June.
Pacific killed the Wesleys, the Shrews, the Jacksons, Sophia Gutierrez too, and her kids. Patriarch said the Dorseys were dead. He was either lying.
My family will be avenged.
A lot of people have asked us.
It feels so empty now. Even when Pa and Ma were traveling, they were here. Their spirits filled the place. Now, they don't. Damn Dorseys weren't content to rip everything up. They had to toss the furniture around too. Animals. Couldn't even leave my memories of this place alone. My house was the first place the Dorseys went. Probably walked right in through the front door, stole my parents and little brother away, and then took out their anger on the house. No point looking back there. It's smashed up even worse, and the Dorseys took everything worth stealing. Mama used to love sitting in here. She'd be ashamed of the mess it's in now. Wow. Daddy really didn't want any Dorseys to muck around with his cooking supplies. The only person who knew the combination to that safe was my mom. If you think you can guess it, I don't mind.
Hey, boss. Someday I'm gonna live like this. Someday.
Yes? Oh, hello. You must be the Rangers. I'm Diligent Joe, the Patriarch's personal secretary. I make sure only people who have official business with him get past his door. You, due to the importance of your mission, have Mr. Buchanan's leave to enter as necessary. Of course, that privilege could be revoked at any time, but for now, please go on in.
Hello, Joe.
Ah, Miss Wesson, you have my deepest sympathies on the deaths of your family.
Thank you, Joe.
It used to be that we held town hall meetings where citizens could bring their grievances before him, but that practice has changed in the last year or so due to security concerns. Good day.
Oh, look. Tourists.
Oh, Melissa, even so much.
Even with this beastly...
Hello, and welcome to the wondrous, fabulous, most fantabulous home of the Wasteland family. What is your business at the Wasteland estate? Processing. Insufficient credentials for entry. Please enter at a later date, and parameters may change in the future. Thank you, ladies and men shall go on.
I used to play on these streets. Now there's blood on them.
Error. Our kinetics out of range.
Bullshit. I'd know this drone anywhere. It was my father's favorite. Must have been damaged when the Dorseys raided our house.
You're not supposed to touch that. It belonged to the Wessons. I've got orders to keep everyone away.
That's right. I recognize that drone. It ran little errands for my father and alphabetized his books.
No, I mean, no, ma'am. Please, don't mind me. Go ahead and do whatever you need to do.
Returning to West Mode objective, located treasure.
Hey, look at him go.
Objective complete. Current location, located treasure.
The righteous were spared by God. The final deluge will be no different.
Oh, thank God. You're the Westerners, aren't you? The Rangers? My husband, my Hardy, was in Aspen when Vic Buchanan raided the town. Vic took him hostage, but there's been no word for weeks. I know it's frightful wicked to hope for the safety of one soul over many, but I beg you, find him. Save him if you can.
No need to beg, Mrs. Knox. We have business of our own with Vic Buchanan. If your husband's alive, we'll find him.
I didn't see you there, Lucia. You're a good girl. Always have been. I'm dreadful sorry for your loss. We have money, Rangers. Even though we don't live fancy like some families do, if you bring my Hardy home safe, we'll donate all we can to your cause. He's a little on the portly side, always well-dressed, but he likes playing cowboy out on the ranch. Kindest man in the 100 families. That's why I married him. Yes, but we're homebodies, and neither of us is very political. We own bison ranches out east, supply Colorado Springs with half its meat. Let me see who... Allie Blue? Aunt Allie? My goodness, of course! I'd love to read this. Blue is my maiden name. Back in the old days, the Blues and the Knoxes hated each other. Old Aunt Allie almost shot me when I told her I was gonna marry Hardy. Always wanted to know what things were like when she was young. Oh, thank you, Rangers. Let me give you something for this. I know you will. Thank you, Rangers.
Ah, you're the Rangers, yes? I'm most pleased to see you. I'm Gideon Reyes.
Uncle Gideon, you heard about my family?
I did, Sabrina, and I'm so sorry. You know you always have a place in my house, for as long as you need.
I know, and I'm grateful. But I have a place with these Rangers now. We mean to see justice done for my family.
Is that so, Rangers? She was always an impressive girl. My sister would be proud of her. Now, I expect you're here about my call. There is a situation in Colorado Springs that requires a delicate touch. But first, you need to know the truth about this city. Colorado Springs isn't as prosperous as it pretends. We can barely feed our existing population, and now smugglers are bringing refugees into the city every day. If we had enough food to support them, we would welcome them. But we don't. I've asked the Patriarch to chase off these smugglers, but he says the crisis with the Dorseys and his children have left the marshals spread too thin. It seems he'd rather just have Sheriff Daisy keep putting refugees in the pillories, rather than stopping the tide at its source. It's infuriating. And that is why I've called you. You're right, Rangers. I am suggesting you to treat the symptom rather than the cause. But that is because the symptom is about to overwhelm us, and the cause... well, it is very difficult to change the Patriarch's mind. And if it can't be done, the alternative would be changing the regime, which, even for those who have wanted it most, has seemed impossible. Thus, we must address things that are possible, like discouraging smugglers from bringing refugees to the city. Don't put words in my mouth, Rangers. I'm not suggesting anything. I'm merely stating realities. My loyalty to the Patriarch goes without saying. But let's save any talk of politics until after this refugee crisis is dealt with. Are you willing to help me or not? The plains, mostly. After the Patriarch defeated the eastern gangs, people started settling out there, thinking it was safe. Now the gangs have returned, and all the homesteaders are fleeing back to Colorado Springs. Not at all. You will be well rewarded, and not just in money. I do a lot of business with the local Arapaho garage, and I can get them to provide you with the mechanics to service your vehicle. They always have the best, and I'll pay for everything. Thank you. I'm told the smugglers are operating out of the bazaar, a trader's market east of Colorado Springs. When you find them, well, do what you can. Convince them to take the refugees elsewhere. Convince them to stop entirely. Arrest them. I just want this problem to go away. Thank you for agreeing to help. You are doing Colorado Springs a great service. Goodbye, and good luck.
Doesn't sound much more stable than his brother.
Hi, Rangers. Thanks again for letting me work for you. This is so exciting. I am so happy. I'm learning so much. All my life I wanted to be a scientist, but all I could do was read the books and dream. Now I can actually do things. It's incredible! He's wonderful. He's almost as smart as Dr. Finster, but without all the, evil. A motorized, autonomous nose cleaner. Yes, theoretically. I can have the machine take your genetic material and run the process, but no guarantee what comes out the other end. I did make a few tweaks to the process, though, so whatever it is, it probably won't be so angry. Probably. Okay, well, how exciting! But before we start, one tiny caveat. The process requires special genetic material, and I've only got enough for one clone, so if anything happens to our new friend, try to recover its remains so we can reuse them. Now, put your palm on the machine right here.
Wub. Wub wub.
Hey, this one can talk.
Hey, Rangers. I'm here at last. It'll take a while, but I think I'll be able to make an actual surgery out of this place. Just need to call in a few favors for equipment and supplies. If you need treatment now, well, I think I'm ready for that. What do you need? Fine. Everything is fine. For now. That's what you pay me for. Have a seat. I brought a few things over from the garage. Not much yet, but...
absolutely essential to Colorado Springs, and the Patriarch will expect us to recover it. Over and out.
Rangers! This is Arapahoe 44 again. Only a few of us left, and we're trapped in our cabs with those Scar Collector bastards tearing at the doors. Trucks are reinforced, but it's only a matter of time. You don't get here soon, we'll be in chains and our cargo will be gone. Please hurry!
Get up, old lady. We just want to talk.
We can talk through the door just fine.
You also want to steal all your shit and maybe cut you a little.
Know what? I think I'll keep the door closed.
You got to the count of 10 before we shoot the door down. 10, 9, 7.
We got ourselves a white thing.
Huh? Oh, shit! The Rangers! They got the jump on us! Let's get 'em! Easy now, cousins. Before we get to the killing, I'm gonna give these Heartlanders the chance to apologize for killing my brother Jarrett. Go on, Rangers. Tell us how sorry you are. You call that an apology? You think 100 apologies like that would make up for killing my baby brother? Listen up, you cat-loving simp! My name is Erastus Dorsey of the Dorsey clan, and we were sent by God to find you, hunt you, and wipe you from the face of the earth. But now, you've gone and killed my brother, so I'm adding my own wrath to the wrath of God. This ain't just the deluge of blood anymore. It's vengeance! I'm gonna peel off an inch of your skin for every tear I shed over the death of that poor, sweet angel boy. And Rangers, I shed 1,000. You taunting me again with Jarrett's death? Oh, then the time for talking is over. God says it's time for the skinning knife. God will never desert the Dorseys. Ain't that right, cousins? What the? Are you scared of these fools?
Look at him shaking. I think that one wet his pants. Hey, did you wet your pants?
Stand your ground, you cowards, or it will be your guts in these hands. Now fight!
You want a brawl? Knock yourselves out.
Dorsey blood and lives?
Executing order.
Dead to rights.
Awaiting orders.
take them down.
Thanks for the help, strangers. We ain't seen a scrap like that in, what, 10 years?
12, I reckon. But where's our manners? My name's Avie Hoon, and this here's my husband, Angus.
Pleased to meet you.
You strangers saved our whole family from those bushwhackers. Except for poor Dee. Who are you folks anyway?
Desert Rangers? Well, that's a new one on me. But we're always the last to get news, living way up here.
Tell you what, we ain't got much money, but we got more bullets stashed than we'll ever need. Back when we were young, we were always saving for the next shootout.
That ain't near enough for saving our lives, but maybe it'll help keep you safe. Questions? Okay, let's hear 'em. Sure is. You've got a good eye.
That gun was handmade by our son, Alistair, back when he joined the Patriarch's Marshals. Being a Hoon, he figured he could make a better rifle than the standard issue. And as you could see, didn't save him, though. Some yahoo shot him down while he was trying to break up a fight. The gun's all we have left of him, so we like to keep it close.
Alistair Hoon. I remember him. Nice fella. Helped train me to shoot.
Been a few years now. Still proud of him, even though he's gone.
miss my brother Alistair. When's he coming home?
My poor little girl. Don't know how I'm gonna tell her daddy that she's gone.
You guys whooped those Dorseys, yeah! I was covering...
What a cute little fella you got there. I ain't never seen a real cat before, except in old picture books.
I like his taste in hats. Was that a cat thing, wearing hats? Major? That little fella is your commanding officer? You Rangers sure are unconventional folks.
Maybe I can rustle him up some chow. You like beets, little fella? How about some nice cabbage? He don't seem much interested. I guess he ain't hungry right now.
Never even heard of them. We get some strange folk up here, and other things that ain't folk at all. But I don't recall any Dorseys.
They're one of the original 100 families, Mr. Hoon, from down in Colorado Springs. We thought they'd been wiped out, but they've been hiding all these years.
Huh. I thought the 100 families was high class. Them folks was not high class. Mostly by hunting game and growing crops in the greenhouse. Before the deluge of fire, folks say there were all kinds of good things to eat. Now, all we got is beets, mushrooms, and cabbage.
They have broccoli down in the city, and parsnips too. What we wouldn't give for a decent parsnip.
A good man. He's kept Colorado alive for 50 years. Some folks might have gripes against him, but we don't pay him no mind.
We're old enough to remember the bad times before the Patriarch. Raiders, thieves, and wild men everywhere. That all stopped when the Patriarch took charge. Well, until those Dorseys showed up at our door. If you're ever up this way again, stop in and say hello. You're always welcome round here.
Welcome to the Strike Back Pirate Radio. Striking back at big government with the most dangerous weapon in the arsenal of any resistance. The truth. I'm Brad Conway, and today, we're gonna talk about those strange reports from the Antarctic wastes. What are the creatures that have been sighted by multiple sources off the frozen coasts of Earth's southernmost continent? Some say there are human-machine hybrids stalking the tundra. Are some kind of monstrous government experiments taking place somewhere in those icy seas? And if so, who in our government is responsible? And what is the purpose of these unholy creations?